Let's talk about the dangers of dating the older man. Story time. I was in a situationship a couple of years ago with a guy quite a bit older than me. Let's call him Chris. Chris was not only a tall, bilingual, and articulate guy, he was also a semi-wealthy STEM major at the best university in the entire country. Not to mention I was also a young teen living on my own, so Chris and I had an on and off situationship for a couple of months, and the one thing that I should have picked up on right away, besides the fact that his ego was inflated 3 times the size of Rhode Island, was that after meeting me once, and one time only, he promptly sat me down and gave me the lovely gift of a silver necklace worth my entire month's worth of rent. And as a young 17-year-old who barely had enough money in their bank account, I looked in awe and wonder at this big strong man with his American Express card that he waved around like a mating call. Now you may be thinking, wow, what a great guy. He gave such an expensive gift on the second time of meeting. He must love you so much. Because that's what I thought too, but the more time I spent with this guy, the more I realized that he thought he could pull out his black card and just watch my panties drop. The more that I begged for love, communication, and respect instead of Birkin bags and fancy dinners, the more I realized that this guy didn't love me. He had fallen in love with the way I made him feel. He didn't care about my worries, my thoughts, my hopes, or my dreams. He only cared about how much power he felt like he had over me. When I finally broke it off with him and he told me that I'm an ungrateful slut that will never get anywhere without a man, I realized that no man that tries to manipulate, coerce, and buy the body and love of a younger woman with a credit card and falsified air of superiority is worth my time. If I wanted to trade my body and time in exchange for a check, I would have gotten a pimp, not a boyfriend. So remember, if any man insists on showering you with gifts and love bombing early on in the relationship, that does not mean he's entitled to your body. That might just mean you have to girl boss a little bit more at work so you can afford that Birkin yourself.
All right, so let's analyze the story of this obviously high SMV young Colleen. All right, so she says that she was 17 and she was dating a guy who was significantly older, but he was a STEM major in college. This girl has got to question how you define significant. I mean, you were 17, what was he, 20, 21? Is that significant? Because that's nothing really. The second thing I got to say about her little rant here is like, oh, how he basically bought her off and led her with his wallet. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first gorilla out here to say, hey, gentlemen, never leave with your wallet with these women. This is how this gorilla knows the guy wasn't significantly older. He was just a couple years older. But anyway, spending top dollar using his credit card. Something tells this gorilla that was his dad's credit card. He would drop his credit card to buy this woman all kinds of gifts. This gorilla just got a question. I mean, did you even look at her? Does she look like she has the value of a Birkin bag? I'm sorry, my young Colleen, your story's not matching up that well. And then when you broke up with him, he acted like a little girl by saying you'll never get another high value man. Well, that is true, and obviously you accepted that is true because you said that you want to become a boss babe so you can get the bag for yourself. So just applying a little bit of logic here, I think you lucked out by dating some rich kid who was going to college, and he was actually treating you at your SMV level, and you didn't like it. You were basically a 3, wanting to be treated like a 9, and he was treating you like maybe a 6. Either way there, sweetheart, looks like you took the L on that one. I mean, just give it some thought. How in the hell are you going to afford an expensive bag when you spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on that also awesome ink on your skin, which obviously is going to pull in a high-value man or get you that 6-figure job, right? Moving on.